I'm Jack Aldrich, and welcome to Jump the Curve. Today is Friday, April 17th. As followers of my blog, you know that I believe that one of the most critical themes pulsating through society, indeed the most critical, is the exponential growth of a number of technologies, including computers, semiconductors, internet bandwidth, robotics, nanotechnology, biotechnology, and even the doubling of scientific and technical knowledge every 7 years. This is a lot for the average person to wrap his or her head around. Luckily, history serves as a very useful guide. Without question, one of the world's most extraordinary exponential thinkers was Leonardo da Vinci. In the early 16th century, he was already envisioning helicopter-like contraptions, tanks, bicycles, calculators, and even the concentrated use of solar power. Lesser known among many of his works of art is a painting called The Bird's Eye View of a Landscape. In it, Da Vinci paints the Tuscan landscape as imagined from the perspective of a bird. The painting is really remarkable because the viewpoint is far higher than any building in Florence could have afforded Da Vinci at that time. The painting essentially required Da Vinci to envision himself on a perch a few thousand feet high. Interestingly, if Da Vinci, who was about 6 feet high, would have doubled his height just 8 times, he would have reached 1,536 feet, which is about the exact perspective from which he painted that landscape. The challenge for the exponential executive, or if you want to jump the curve and envision the future, you're going to have to think about all of those aforementioned technologies doubling anywhere from 8 to 10 to even more times over the next decade. And just like Da Vinci's picture, the bird's eye view of a landscape, offers an astounding view, the view of the future, the next decade, is going to be equally astounding. And if nothing else, one of the most common phrases we hear in the business world today is you have to think outside the box. I don't particularly like that phrase, but if we're going to think outside the box, we've got to think way the hell outside of the box. I'm Jack Aldrich, and until next week, remember, don't just stay ahead of the curve, jump the curve.